Hi, I'm Keith Blanford. I'm here again for the Victories series that we're working through, and I'm going to throw out the disclaimers that I always do. Off the top, I haven't had an original thought in my life, so most of this information is information that I've compiled over the years from learning from other things and reading books and making mistakes and listening to audio books. And this information is vastly available either through philosophy, science, religion, and there's a lot of people out there who write about these things and are much better about it than I am. So this is not anything new. And the second thing is, any of the stuff that I talk about, this is not about materialism, but it's about trying to create a happy and successful life, however you define happiness and success. So where we left off in the first part was point A and point B, and remembering point A is just identifying where you are in your life and what's going on, and point B is where you want to get to, where you want to arrive, what you want to achieve, and identifying where you're going in life, because an ambiguous life, ambiguous goals have an ambiguous life. So if you don't know where you're going, then who does? So let's think about that side of point B. And point B can be a really interesting place because people can get very bitter because they're like, it's never happened to me before. I don't think it's going to happen to me now. So if your language inside of you is saying that this is stupid, I can't do this, it will never happen, then you really need to pay attention to that, because that narrative is the narrative that's actually keeping you from trying or even ever accomplishing some of the goals that you want in your life. So there's a couple of exercises that I've used in my life in order to identify that point B. Number one, the quick one to kind of get it going, is just get a sheet of paper out. And on that sheet of paper, at the top, just write, I have arrived. And what I want you to think about is your absolute perfect day. I have arrived. I've gotten there. I'm at that place that I've always wanted to be. I've achieved those things I've always wanted to achieve. I am there. I am at point B. And write out, very detailed, how does that look? What does that mean, right? How do you feel about that? What do you do first thing in the morning? Okay, where would you be sleeping? How would you get up? What would the bed look like? What would the sheets look like? What would your room look like? You get up, you go, what time would you get up? What are you supposed to do that day, right? And if you've already, financial freedom, okay, great, then what are you going to do with that day? What would you eat? What would your house look like? What would you drive? What would your spouse or partner look like? And just kind of play it out all the way through detail. Write your day from beginning to end. I have arrived. I'm at point B, and this is what it looks like. Another great exercise, a simpler exercise, is a vision board. And a vision board can be more of an object thing, a thing, and it's just to me, it's a fun exercise. And you just put things on that vision board and you kind of let it go. But it's in your room, and first thing I ever did is I put a purple pen, because I didn't really trust the process, so I didn't believe that it would work. So I just put like a purple pen, and I literally found that purple pen walking around on the ground. So now it sits on the top of my vision board because I was just amazed at it. And I put a bunch of things on there, and things and that sort of process is actually the easier side of creating an incredible life. And I've taken enough things off of my vision board and I put them in a folder where I can go back and I can refer to that folder of all the things that have happened that are amazing. Just and how they've happened has been crazy. And through this process of going towards point B, I've kept a little notes on my phone that say miracle evidence, where it shows just things that have happened that are just outrageous, that I don't even know how they happened. So point B, again, let's focus on point B. Number one tool you can use is I have arrived. Write out your perfect day. Another tool that you can use is a vision board. And the vision board is just put up some things that you've been going for all your life, your perfect house, your perfect car, and really write it down. Think about it. And that's a great process too. All right, so again, thank you so much for sharing this with me. And I don't know if I have anything new to share, but that's it for this week. It didn't work. I hit the button. Okay.